Hello and welcome to Finextra TV. My name is Alex Lippic. You join us on UK FinTech Week at the IFGS 2024 event here in London. And I'm delighted to be joined by Emma Kisby, CEO of Cogo. Thank you ever so much for giving us your time, Emma. So let's get started by setting the scene. And I'd like to know how you think consumer trends are influencing financial operations at the moment.
I think historically, payments have always been very transactional, and increasingly in the last few years, it's become more than a transaction. It's become about the opportunity to create an interaction. And we're seeing consumers' expectations that it should be about an experience, it should be added value, certainly around payments. And there's lots of opportunities we've seen around kind of things like spending insights, that kind of financial institutions are really able to bring transparency to those spending insights. But what I'm really excited is about the opportunity it provides around environmental impact of spending, and people really getting to understand the impact of their spend and what they can do about it.
Sure. Gen Z, as we all know, is becoming a major financial force. How would you say that this new generation is influencing, yes, financial operations again, and the kind of market as a whole?
I think the first thing, again, expectations. They're totally digitally savvy. They're looking for that added value, whether that's content, whether that's insights, whether that is kind of offers. But everything's about relevance and personalization, everything that you're surfacing to them. And that plays through to financial institutions. There's a massive opportunity. So the opportunity of the Gen Zs is currently, we know that around 50% are even struggling just to pay bills. The financial impact of the cost of living crisis, the inflation being at a 40-year high is significant. But on top of that, there is an overriding burden around the climate anxiety. And people, and certainly around Gen Zs, they're very, very conscious and concerned around the impact of the climate crisis. And this is again where financial institutions have a major opportunity to create climate insights, carbon insights, to really help this generation to be more conscious. But also they're already doing it. 71% already taking action. So how can we actually recognize and reinforce those positive actions that Gen Zs are taking and help them to motivate and mobilize faster?
So it's all about adaptations, really, just to this new generation. What's going on, like you say, in the climate. Speaking of climate, you've led me on beautifully to my next question. Sustainability is, of course, a big topic at the moment on everybody's lips. What do you think Fintechs can do to encourage sustainable habits, Emma?
Yeah, so we did a lot of research with the Behavioural Insights team, which is the old nudge unit, and we know that certainly Gen Zs and consumers more generally, around 70% are looking to understand the environmental impact of their spend. So the first thing is about transparency, helping customers to really understand the impact of their spend, to help measure that impact, and in our case, to help understand their carbon footprint. The second is about how you can actually help motivate. So how do you create personalized, tailored recommendations based on where they're spending to actually help them understand their impact, but actually to help change behaviors through personalized cues and information and insights. And thirdly, it's about mobilization. So how can we wrap products and services in a really relevant way to accelerate that transition to net zero?
Thank you so much, though. Really interesting insights. Great to obviously have you here, and thank you so much for giving up your time. It's a very busy event. You can probably hear it's getting louder as we speak, so I'll let you get back to it. I know you've got a lot to get on with, but thank you again for your time, Emma. We really do appreciate it.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.